Hi there everyone, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps and welcome to another demonstration today. We're going to be creating a really lovely winter scene using our Fern Branch and some nice Christmas words and some of our elements, inks, stencil brushes and embossing powders. So let's get started. We've got our multifarious card. These come in a set, so I'm going to use the large one first of all. And I picked some blues here that I'm going to use today, and that's along with the embossing powders. So I'm going to start with the lighter blue. So just at a slight angle from the side, and then we're going on to bluebell. So it's just about building up our layers. Okay, so I'm going to use the smaller one now, and I'm inking up in the Fabulous Twilight. And now let's get some colour on here. So I've got Blue Lagoon, and I'm going to just simply ink up my stencil brush, put that on a bit of paper, and then I'm just going to sweep that colour in from the side and work my way around the edge. Now I've got one of our moon masks here. I'm going to use another stencil brush, and this time inking up in the Sahara. And we've got russet orange, and I'm just going to give a hint of that orange just round the edge. Now I'm going to give this a little bit of depth around the edge. So again, I'm going to use my stencil brush, and this is graphite. A little bit more on this side, and then we're about done. We can always add more at the end if we feel like it needs still a little more depth. But for now that will do. I think the next thing we're going to do is our embossing. So most important, we need to dry this area off completely. Now I'm going to use the smaller branch and we're going to use the iced silver, which is quite a nice sort of holographic. So to do this technique, we're going to need our Versamark. So inking up, I'm going to pop that down. Just giving a couple of centimetres in between each one, like so, and let's sprinkle that over the top. And then let's just heat that embossing powder up to set it. It's just starting to go now. There we go. So we're going to repeat the process. We're going to ink up in the Versamark, and this time I'm going to just stamp in between the embossed areas. And now we're going to use the opaque vanilla white. And I'm just going to take that over the top. And we'll heat the white up now. And you can see it just starting to melt. And there we go. Okay. So while that's just drying now, I'm going to use our Christmas words and just pop them down the side here. And this time I'm going to use the Twilight. I'm going to ink up again, and this time I'm going to take off. I want it very much now in the background. Now we've got our owl in flight, and I'm going to ink up in the Nocturne. And I'm just going to pop him down. Swooping in the middle of the moon there, or the sun. Just let that rest a while. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Blue Lagoon, and I'm just going to go over the top of some of that white. And then lastly, I've got my glue pen here, and I'm just going to dot tiny little dots all around where the fern tree is, and then I'm going to pop some glitter over the top. And we've got our fabulous blue here, which has got 3 different colours in. So you've got a really nice dark blue, and you've got a slightly greeny colour in there as well. And then your coarser glitter is a really lovely turquoise. So together, I think they look really fabulous. Tap that off, and then you can see that now against the white. Hope you can see how that embossing powders works with the glitter. And I think that's just a really nice, quick, easy card to create, especially for your friends at Christmas. I hope it's inspired you to have a go yourselves, guys, and you take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.